and the order was accordingly struck off the books. In September, his original dealer rebuked him for impatience, pointing out that although he had been faithfully promised coal in May, there were many others in the same plight who had been just as faithfully promised for April or even March. In October, Mr. Brown began to contemplate suicide as the simplest way out. For over a month, the nights had been seasonably cold, and even in the daytime it had now become unpleasantly chilly sitting before an empty grate. To stay in meant being starved to death. To go out, the servant had been dispensed with as a war economy, meant missing the coal when it did arrive. That morning, Mrs. Brown had ventured on a well-meant suggestion. Her husband had feigned to accept it in a vein of sustained irony. Ultimately, the lady had gone out shopping in tears, and now it seemed to the repentant and unhappy man that the best thing he could do was to go out in smoke. But in the meanwhile, the unusual call had drawn nearer, floor by floor. The Brown flat was on the highest, and a vigorous knock sounded on the door. With an instinctive courtesy, even at that moment, the musician at once went to answer it, absent-mindedly still grasping the weapon in his hand. A sturdy little man in a long blue coat stood outside. Skilfully balanced on his shoulder was a weighty sack. "You required small coal, sir?" "This way," replied Mr. Brown, somewhat dazed.